Hello guys, welcome back to yet another video. So recently if you guys have been seeing, OnePlus have been rolling out new updates which are of OxygenOS 14.1. Today the similar update have been rolled out for OnePlus 12R, and in this video we'll talk about my initial impressions of battery backup, performance. After that we'll talk about all the new add-ons, what they have done with OxygenOS 14. So now without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here you can see I have my OnePlus 12R which I've already updated to this latest build. Currently incremental files are not available, so I use the full zip file. If you guys want to install it manually, you can use the zip file which I have given in the description below. So talking about OxygenOS version, it still says 14.0 but it's actually 14.1. We also extracted the zip file which I installed it on this device, and that also says OxygenOS 14.1. This update comes with 5th June 2024 security patch, and the version is also similar to what we have received on other smartphones running OxygenOS 14.1. So if you guys don't want to wait for the OT update, you can perform a local install and update your device to OxygenOS 14.1. And now first of all, let me show you the battery backup. So I installed this update yesterday on my device, and till now you can see the screen on time is 5 hours and 27 minutes. And guys, one more thing what OnePlus have changed with 14.1, now you won't be able to see total screen on time from the time you have charged your device. Now if you see here, it says screen on time last 24 hours. But there is an application which you can find it on the Telegram group. You install that application, you'll get back the previous battery stats which lets you see the entire screen on time since you have charged your device. But currently with so much of testing and all, I think battery backup is good enough on this device. I'll also show you this overnight battery drain. Here you can see I kept the device idle at somewhere around 11 o'clock in the night. That time the battery percentage was 94. When I woke up in the morning, that time battery percentage was 92 and the time was 7:07. So in more than 7 hours, we only noticed 2% of battery drain on OnePlus 12R, which is a good sign. And one weird thing which I noticed on OnePlus 12R, that's related to throttling. So if you guys remember, we have been covering OxygenOS 14.1, and the devices which have received that update, we have never seen throttling issues. The same throttling test we performed here with 100 thread up to 30 minutes, but here there were a lot of throttling issues. Maximum temperature what we noticed was somewhere around 41 degrees Celsius. And if you compare the benchmark results, here you can see these were the screenshots which we took before updating, and these are after updating. So after this build, slight lower scores are to be seen in multi-core, and if I show you the Antutu benchmark scores, here also scores are slightly lower. So in terms of performance, I would say slight downgrades I can feel right away, but still I won't comment much on it. Wait for my in-depth review video in which we'll try to cover the games also. And guys, now before moving ahead, if you guys like our content and if you think it's useful for you guys, then make sure to smash the like button and also consider subscribing to our channel. Now let's talk about all the changes what they have done. First of all, let me show you the changelog. So if you go to about section, you can see changes are layered to new smooth engine, games, system, touch control and animation upgrade. But there are some changes which OnePlus haven't mentioned in the changelogs. Let's talk about them. So the first change is layer 2 music player, where they have done some changes like you get to see this progress bar along with these waves towards the right top corner, and you also have buttons to play, pause or switch to previous song. This is the only change what they have done here in the lock screen. In the quick setting tiles, there is this bouncy effect which they have mentioned in the change logs. Also, if you see in the status bar, now icons have been completely revamped. Now we have bolder icon look. Also, if you see the high performance mode icon, that's a completely filled icon now. For me, other icons are okay, but I personally did not like the icon of high performance mode. Also with 14.1, we do have the support of dynamic island type stuff when you play any music, but this doesn't work with applications like YouTube Music. This only works with apps like Spotify. So I did install Spotify, and here you can see in the status bar, we do have a dynamic island type stuff. You can tap and hold on it for more information. Volume panels also got redesigned. Now we have a smaller slider compared to the previous one, and this is how the panels look when you open the system volume. The text and the icon have been moved slightly towards the bottom side. Also, they have added this blur effect under the wallpaper section. So if you choose any static wallpaper, for example, let's take this. Now towards the bottom side, you can see there's this toggle which lets you apply the blur effect on the wallpaper, and the transition looks quite good. For example, if you have applied blur effect on the home screen and the same wallpaper without blur effect on the lock screen, you can see you have the ability to apply on lock screen, home screen, or on both together. After this update, launcher also got slight upgrades. There are no much changes in the launcher settings. One thing under layout, now we only have two options. One is 4:6 and 5:6. Previously we had multiple layouts option. And after that, under settings, the text which you are seeing towards the right hand side after every option, that used to appear towards the bottom side of every section, but now it's been moved towards the right hand side to save some space. And it's not only in the launcher settings, it's almost in the entire UI. After that, if you see in the app drawer, towards the bottom side, there is this nice shade And in previous videos I did forget to mention, like I wasn't aware this shade changed colors depending on the wallpaper you have applied. So right now you can see there's this slight red tone towards the bottom side of the wallpaper, and the same effect can be seen in the app drawer. And now if I change the wallpaper and show you guys, you can see we have that blue shade towards the bottom side. And now after this, app drawer actually looks good. So these were some of the UI changes what we have noticed. Now going to settings, if you see here, now they have added the airplane mode towards the top side, which wasn't available on the previous build. And now the segregation of every setting has been properly rearranged. Now you'll easily get to know where the specific setting can be found. After that, if you guys remember in past, Google did introduce this mode called repair mode, and that have been added on OxygenOS 14.1 with this latest update. So basically, if you give your device for repair, you can enable this mode so that the person who is repairing your device doesn't have access to your photos, videos, contacts, SMS, etc. They have also mentioned few notes. Make sure to go through these notes before entering the repair mode. After that, under correction and sharing, they have also added this new feature called touch interaction. So basically, when your phone is placed near a tablet NFC detection area, you can cast your phone screen to that tablet. I don't have OnePlus tablet to test out, but this feature can be useful for many of you guys. Adaptive sleep got renamed, which is now called screen attention. But soon you try to enable it, you can see in this statement of use, it says adaptive sleep itself. After that, if you see, now we have one toggle for system and updates, though you can still update your device by going to about section, but now they have just combined these two settings, which is called system and update. After that, another change what you'll find, and that's in the RAM expansion. So now they have added this RAM optimization feature. So here system automatically detects idle background application and compress their memory to free up some RAM space. You can see system have compressed the RAM of these applications which are shown here, and in total also you'll get to see how much RAM have been freed up. So these are the changes which OnePlus haven't mentioned in the change logs, and other changes are related to animation. So they have done a lot of optimizations related to animation. You consider closing or opening of the applications, dragging the application on the home screen, along with animation change whenever you tap on any of the widgets from the home screen. Now you can see we have that smooth effect going towards the bottom side while opening up the application, and which goes towards the top side whenever we close the application. They have also added this Gaussian blur effect whenever you open or close the application, but this you guys will only be able to notice if you open or close the applications fast, which you can see on the screen right now. So these were some of the animation upgrades what they have done. Now talking about the bug fixes, so here you can see a list of bug fixes, in which one thing which every user used to face when they introduced this volume slider, or you can say the quick setting redesign. That time if user used to press the hardware button to increase or decrease the volume, they also used to see this pop up. But now this has been taken care. Other than that, the NFC issue what they have mentioned, I personally never had faced. But if you guys have ever faced, I think OnePlus should have taken care of it, as they have mentioned in the change logs. So guys, these are all the changes what you guys will find with OxygenOS 14 for your OnePlus 12R. I'll be soon dropping a lot of review videos are pending, so I'll try to drop the in-depth review of this OnePlus 12R running this latest build. Before dropping the review, I'll drop a community post, so if you guys have any kind of questions, you can drop them there. As of now, only this much in this video. This is your friend Ashok signing out. See you guys in the next video.